So I have my panel. It's all screwed down on our CNC router. We are going to cut the shape of Ohio, and hopefully when we're done, this is going to look really awesome. All right, let's take a look. See what we got. It looks like Ohio. All right, so we got it all routed, eased all the edges, looking pretty good. Let's pick out some legs for this thing.
Earlier this week, wood artist Joshua Drawn stopped in the shop to have the guys do a glue up of one of his massive flag pieces. So, Ken and Tracy invited Josh back to the shop to do a demonstration of some of his incredible work. After hand sketching out the basic pattern of the flag waves, Josh says there's still lots of work to be done.
I'm going to go through the process of carving it with special tools that I use on an angle grinder. Lots of sanding, hours and hours of sanding, lots of back-breaking work in that regard. And after that, it's lots of finishes, several days of finishes, then the framing, and then the final touches.
All right, so we saw how you ground some of this away, and eventually it's going to turn into this your finished product here, and you're switching tools to go back and forth. So tell me a little bit which tools you're using, how you're using them, what they do.
Right, so I use King Arthur tools, great company, and they have several different types of cutters. I found to double up this awesome chainsaw blade, you double it up in tandem, put it on your grinder with the proper guard, and it grinds away. I try to get it down, this is about 2 inches, try to get it down about 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches, and then after I use this heavy duty particular tool, I use this one, which is more medium carbide tipped. Got thousands of little carbide tips on it. Yeah, this one's a medium. It grinds quite a bit. This one's coarse, grinds quite a bit more. And then they have another blade that's it's much softer, so it'll get more of the finesse.
Get some of those almost coarse. It's almost like a carbide tipped sandpaper.
Yeah, goes real fast on your. On this particular angle grinder, works pretty well.
And these, you can see why you could get down so deep so fast.
Yeah.
They're like little miniature chainsaw blades.
Yeah, you take it off here.
Falling apart.
And
they're replaceable?
You can get your file. I think the company has their own file, or you can get your own and just, whenever they get dull, sharpen them up. Yep. And it works great. I honestly couldn't do this without this particular tool. A lot of different companies sell these, but King Arthur's the only one that does this.
Yeah. So when you use a combination of these tools and you work your way across this whole flag, how much time do you think you'll have in all that?
The carving will probably take about 8 to 10 hours, and then lots of sanding. Lots and lots of sanding.
Those are really nice.
Yeah, so I really appreciate you guys letting me come do it here in your shop. My shop is got some finite space issues, so having this large area and kind of the ambiance of the whole hardwood store, it's really
It's
really
a cool
cool
project. I really like
Yeah.
it. I've shown it to so many people coming through the store.
Yeah. Great find for me personally as a small business owner to find a store like this, to find the products that I need, and good friendly people like you guys to help me out. So I appreciate that.
Thanks for coming in. Yeah.
It's the Woodworkers Candy Store. So I found out about it through a friend and came here, and honestly, one of the best decisions I've made. It's been a great experience.
So my original project was with the hairpin legs. So I've got set here. I think we can use 3 on this table. We put 1 in each corner up near the top. And then 1 right in the middle. I think that would look pretty good. My dad suggested we use our cast aluminum legs to give it a totally different look. Kind of like it, but I think the hairpins give it, based on what I originally saw, I kind of like the look of the hairpin. Let's try mounting the hairpins on and see how that looks. Let's see how it looks. Oh, it even sounds cool. I think it looks pretty good. So, some of the options we could have done for this table, we've talked about a few of them, of engraving some sports names in here, like Ohio State, Toledo Rockets, Cleveland. There's a lot of options we could do there. You could put Lucas County. I saw a grid. You could do all the counties, make little lines with the CNC machine. You can do a lot of that kind of stuff. You could put little, I've seen the latitude and longitude people put in where they live. You can put them wherever someone lives. You could call out certain cities. I mean, you could do a lot with the face of it. Even if you went to just a plain maple where it's white, so you can see more of that lettering versus the rustic maple I chose on here with the streaks. I would just take this and either clear coat it or put a really, really light stain on it to just kind of accent the colors, and it'd make a nice little side table.